I didn't expect this. So, funny story, I was just pulling to get some Stardust, and then I ended up getting a really early 5-star. A Pity Sandrone. I tried pulling for Sandrone before, but I went to Pity and lost, and then I decided I didn't want her anymore. And now I just don't really care for Sandrone. Then why did you pull if you didn't want a 5-star? I didn't want a 5-star. Well, I wanted with some Stardust to ascend my Escoffier. And then little Miss Diva Sandrone here decided that, oop, she finally wants to join my account after losing a 50-50 and making me go to Pity. What a funny joke. Because I'm certainly not laughing. Walk with me now. Sandrone is a 5-star Cryo Claymore. Who else is another 5-star Cryo Claymore? 5-star Cryo Claymore and another 5-star Cryo Claymore. They obviously want us to build Sandrone like how we would build Eula. A physical DPS. Congratulations, Sandrone. Now I'm laughing. But first things first, I have to unlock like this area where I can get Sandrone's boss drops because lazy Genshin player. Who said that? A little story time, okay? So I have Nervalet and I already don't like his playstyle, right? I don't really like the specific charge attack playstyle. Or is it a normal attack? Whatever, you get what I mean. And who has a similar mechanic to Nervalet? Sandrone. Sandrone's playstyle is just not really my cup of tea. Another very delusional incentive that I gave myself for building a physical DPS Sandrone is because she has different animations for Claymore where she isn't really holding it. So my kind of headcanon is that maybe she doesn't like to hold her Claymore. When she uses her special skill, it's kind of like she's not the one attacking. It's more so the robot. And that makes me think that maybe she doesn't like to use her Claymore. Yeah. Since I'm farming for Sandrone's material, she has to be doing the bare minimum. By the bare minimum, I don't mean you dying. Okay, maybe it is kind of my fault for being a level 1 Sandrone, but like, think about it. Level 1 is just 2 zeros away from level 100. So being level 1 is basically being level 100. The first boss drop of many. Honestly, in the process of farming for Sandrone, this has opened my eyes to DPS Kokomi. When she doesn't crit, she does good damage, and when she crits, it's even better. But running 2 elements is not really good for this boss. I decided to swap my team to farm this boss faster, and why is my Raiden doing no damage? Correct me if I'm wrong, but this thing doesn't have that much resistance. Well, that makes so much sense now. What was I doing with my Raiden? No, she looks way better. I already went ahead and got those like metal beetles, and I'm not gonna show any of it because they were painful. I'm so rich. The one thing I can think of to get some Mora are my bounties, so time to get to work. I probably should have claimed my dailies with Sandrone. Oopsie. Once again, I'm running out of Mora. Sandrone, help. So, how much does a level 50 Sandrone do? I'm not expecting much, but I just want to get a little baseline, you know? I think Sandrone is actually ready to go. Eula got nothing on physical DPS Sandrone, I fear. I'm gonna do a bit of farming and I'll get back with you guys in a minute. I can't even ascend Sandrone because I'm kind of broke. The only thing I can think of to get some more, which isn't quests or like the ley lines, is by doing this quest, and I don't feel like doing quests either. If you're wondering how I have Mora now, we won't talk about that. All that matters is that my Sandrone actually has physical DPS potential. Stellar Conduct, never heard of that. Irrelevant. I can ascend Sandrone again, but you guys will never guess where I'm not. Well, luckily enough, 20 resin was enough Mora to ascend her, but I can't even level her up. New day, new me, new Mora. And I'm just ascending her basic attacks because I think those are what's gonna matter. And coincidentally enough, it's her talent that you want to focus on, so lucky me. So if I ever want to use her in the proper way, I'd have her built. But physical DPS Sandrone is the way to go. I'm just doing a little damage test, but I don't think Bennett is actually doing anything for me here. If Eula doesn't have a dedicated support, then Sandrone definitely doesn't. Okay, almost 10k. I can see the potential. I can still level her up, her talents, maybe get better artifacts. I think she'll become even better than Eula. Hear me out. I want to try Sandrone in the Spiral Abyss because who's gonna stop me? I also kicked Ben out of the team because I don't think he's doing anything for Sandrone and I just don't like using him. Granted, I don't think this is a good chamber for Sandrone, but It's just the first chamber that's horrible. The first chamber is like the stuff you don't want to do, and the second and third chambers are just the fun parts. I was in the air. How am I getting hit? With a full setup, she's doing damage. She's using her normal attacks. She's dealing physical damage. I think this thing has physical resistance, but I wish her damage would be a bit higher. Also, I think bringing Hydro and Cryo on this side is a very smart decision. So was I, thinking I could build Sandrone as a physical DPS. I'm not gonna start having regrets now because I spent way too many resources. I don't know about you, but I love not being able to move. The opposite of this, honestly, I think that Sandrone's damage could be way worse. At least she's sitting over 10k on her normal attacks, so it's whatever.
What?
Mind you, I'm irritated. I don't know why I keep on retrying this chamber thinking like Sandrone's damage is ever gonna change. Like, it's definitely not. All I want to do is just clear this at least, but everyone keeps on dying. Not that it's my fault though. I wouldn't purposely kill my characters.
Where are my calculations?
I'm just saying, if I had the option to move or get infinitely staggered like that, I would choose getting infinitely staggered. The concept of being able to control your own character, that's so lame. On the contrary, I prefer if my enemies decided to throw me around the map like a ping pong ball. Since I do not want to burn through all my fragile resin since my resources are very scarce, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I lied, I will be burning through my fragile resin. I mean, it's there for a reason, right? It's there to be spent. I know that I'm not using her normal attacks, but I just want to see if Columbia and Sandrone can work together. Although I don't think, because at least from what I can see, it's either Stellar Conduct is being triggered or Lunar Charged. I don't know if it's possible to have both at the same time. Can't even bring her up to level 80. This is just so sad. But you know what isn't sad? My TPS crit Komi. Like, no bias or anything, but this is such a fun team. Pulling a Scofier for Skirk. No. Pulling a Scofier for Kokomi, yes. I have to wait 22 minutes for some overworld drops. Yay, waiting. The highest level I can get her right now is level 76. I feel like I've exhausted so many resources and I'm not willing to do more. I mean, I could have fully ascended my Scofier, but I decided to build Sandrone instead. Don't ask me, I'm trying to Spiral Abyss. My Sandrone is 6 levels higher than before and she's ready to obliterate. Those 6 levels are gonna carry us. As long as Sandrone is consistently hitting over like 10k, then I don't really care. I would say that whatever she's got going on is fine. The Abyss will reset in a couple hours from now, and I just want to test her in the new Abyss. So much Spiral Abyss, well, what other choice do I have? Okay, so the Abyss just reset, and I kind of want to test her for the final time. This is, I think, the final build. 1.6k attack, almost 1.7k with a 57 to 171 ratio, which, I mean, it could be better, but I honestly don't have the resources to bring up her crit rate at the very least, but it's doable. Level 76, I have no Mora. I have no Mora. I'm broke. I don't know if there's a better weapon for her if you're running physical. Maybe I could give her like a Skyward for the base attack, but I don't really know if it's gonna make a difference. Should I test it? I'm gonna go find some villagers to bully. I mean, not bully, like, we'll just play. Like, I just want to give them a hug, you know, because I feel so bad and everything. So before I fight them, I have to make sure that I stack my 4-piece, so I need to use my skill twice. We use the skill once, 1.7k, and then I wait a second, and I use it again, 1.8k, okay, we have the stacks. And now we just basic attack. I mean, I guess I could use Super Conduct, but I'm not gonna use it. She does like 6k highest, 7k. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. 10k would it? That was a plunge? Oh. Okay, well, her highest was 7k. Yeah. Oh, if I swap to Skyward, let's see. Sorry, Eula. I'm not expecting it to be higher because, like, I think the physical damage will benefit her more. But, you know, not like I'm a theory crafter or anything. What is your highest? Wait. What is your highest? Oh, crit, please. Oh, crit, please. Oh, it's always the final hit. Crits. It's always the final hit that's not critting. Sandrone, please crits. Crits, please. What is the final hit? Can I crit for the final? Oh my god. One more time. I swear, Sandrone doesn't want to crit. She doesn't want to crit. This is so annoying. I'm gonna test it one more time. Literally one more time, Sandrone. You have one last chance. 9k. What was the... Oh, it was like 7k. This doesn't do more damage. I didn't expect that. I mean, you'd think that physical damage would help. I don't know. I could swap Mika for Escoffier, but Mika has the attack boost, physical damage boost, and, well, he heals, so he's kind of compatible with Arena. But I've been using Mika this entire time, so... Yeah, let's go. I feel like Sandrone does more after she bursts. I don't know why. Also, I forgot to stack, like, the Pale Flame. Come on, Sandrone. Sandrone, big damage, please. Invested so much in your DPS build. Well, physical DPS. My team is literally about to die. Can I get Mika's burst? I think you need Cryo for this. I'm not sure. Wait, okay. I'm not gonna run Sandrone over here. I'm gonna swap. And then I will run Eula. I run a Eula team. And this way we'll be comparing their damage anyway, so... She gets staggered so easily. In other words, skill issue. Okay, she's doing damage. Might have just figured out Sandrone's premium physical team. Wow. Like anyone's gonna use a physical Sandrone anyway. I think this guy has like physical resistance, and even then, her damage isn't horrible. I mean, she's not doing Eula level damage, but she's doing something. Maybe the weapon change was also kind of nice, surprisingly. I thought that like the physical damage one would do way more for her, but I guess not. Come on, Sandrone, yes! I'm not gonna attempt floor 12. I fear physical DPS Sandrone is like too good for this. It's so boring. I literally just one-shot everything. I want to do a damage test, but I don't know how to find it. I just want to see if Sandrone is actually doing like damage and not like getting hard carried by the supports. Why was Chlorinde over there? I think if I run Escoffier, we'll have a higher damage output. Okay, I'll do Mika first, then we'll run Escoffier. I messed up the rotation. Oops. Oopsie. I mean, Sandrone is doing the most damage though. Wait, no, Sandrone is doing the most damage. 14,711 DPS. Why are they pushing me? Okay, no, I think our DPS is a bit higher now. Yeah, it was just a tiny bit higher. The last one was 14,000. This is 20,000. I mean, it's not like 20,000 or 14,000 is like anything good, but you know, it's fun, I guess. Now, I know that building Sandrone this way is like kind of a waste of a character, but I did not want Sandrone, so she's gonna run that physical build for all I care. Who knows? Maybe physical DPS Sandrone would be meta in the future. Totally. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I would suggest that you don't try a physical DPS Sandrone unless you're kind of crazy. Am I calling myself crazy? Nah.